by Dallas, make it hurt. By Dallas, make it hurt.
Oh, wait. Okay, I was muted. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream after a very long time. We are live and probably last time in 2023, as this year is going to end in 2 days. And I got just the jam for that. Alright. So, I was looking for a jam and I found this one last game 2023 jam, and the theme is the end, which is optional, but I'm gonna follow it for the jam. If anyone's watching, can you tell if the audio and everything is okay? Okay, I guess everything is working fine. I'm just looking on my phone. I guess everything's fine. We are fine. Wait. Hey Inferno, welcome to the stream. Is the stream live? Okay, it is live. I'm just, you know, having some problems right now, but let me just see. Everything works fine. Stream health is good, which is nice. Okay, so let's start. So I have no idea right now what I'm gonna make, but the theme is the end, and I am gonna think of an idea first, and then we're gonna do some jamming. Now I've got I'm gonna ask which engine should I use. I have two engines right now, Godot or Gdevelop. So I was gonna ask that which engine should I use for this jam. I was thinking of Gdevelop, but I don't know if I should use it or not, because I'm kinda not good in that engine. But yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna think that which engine should I use. I guess let's go with Godot because I am more familiar with it. Yeah, Gdevelop is faster, but I don't know. I'm not really familiar with it. Like, I just barely know the engine. That's just barely know it. Let's see. First, we gotta get the idea, and for that, I've gotta get the idea because I have no idea what I'm gonna make, and the theme is optional, so I might not use it, but I wanna use it. Like, I wanna make the game around the theme, the end, but I am getting no ideas about the theme, so I don't know. Okay, let's start brainstorming. Then we'll see about the engine. So, oh, shh. Uh, uh, okay. Uh, let's go to game projects. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and create a new something. One last game 2023. Okay, so now we're gonna list all of the ideas that I can get. I'm gonna write them down. I'm gonna also get help from ChatGPT or Bard or something, because I don't have any ideas right now in my mind, like nothing related to the end. I might I don't want to create platformer for this one because I have created a lot of platformers this year. So I want to go something like a top down game, or like maybe something simple, but it's gotta be fun. I have done a lot of platformers this year, three platformers this year, and that's not good. So I gotta do something else. Lately, I've been trying to make some tycoon type of games in Gdevelop and Godot both, but I don't know. I don't know what I should make. Okay, so the end. Let's see what we can get from the end. By the way, I am open to any ideas. If anyone have any ideas regarding the end theme, that will be probably better for me, so that I can get a basic idea and then I can move forward with that idea. Okay, so I'm gonna create something like a list of the ideas. Okay, so let's say I'm like literally blank right now. Yeah, I'm gonna start with some AI guys. So Bard, here you go, Bard. We are coming. I'm using Bard. By the way, I searched for the idea, and they were not pretty good ideas. So I'm just gonna redo the ideas. Okay, so we need some ideas, and let's ask some ideas for a 2D game based on the theme The End. And yeah, let's see what I can get. I'm gonna prefer something other than platformer, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, so the first one is a platformer, right? We got a puzzle city builder genre. In a world decimated by an unknown calamity, a guide a small group of survivors towards rebuilding civilization. Okay, so it's boring idea. This one. I mean, the genre is good. I like city builder games, but it's just that your casual city building game where you have to collect resources and do like that. I'm thinking, how would this be good? Let's check some other. There are a lot of platformers. I mean, two ideas for a action platformer and a puzzle platformer. There's this narrative adventure, and I don't like narrative games. I don't know why, but I just don't like it. Like, I don't like the game where you have to choose from dialogues and stuff like that. They are kind of boring. Yeah. Anyways, let's get some more. We could genre bending, rhythm based action game where you play as a spirit perpetually caught in the moment of your demise. Okay, but at the same time, I wanna make something that is a little bit fun to play. And as usual, my internet keep getting disconnected for whatever reasons. So bear with me. Whatever happens with the internet, just bear with me. Okay, symbiotic survival. Plays two creatures, one in a decaying world and the other in a vibrant dream realm. Their fates are intertwined, and solving puzzles require cooperation and resource sharing, exploring the interconnectedness of life and death. This one kind of seems good, but again, it's it. The only way it will be fun is going to be a platformer. That is, I'm thinking of making them like stacked on top of each other, like a split screen, a vertical split screen kind of thing. But you can actually send items from one place to another, and the story would be like something that the world is ending. In one game, in one screen, the word is ending, and then in the other, the word is good, but you have to send stuff from the good word to the ending word, something like that. That's what I'm thinking this is. I guess I'm gonna keep it just for now. This seems like a good idea. I don't know. Let's check more. We are not doing platformers. I mean, this is a platformer, but it can be turned into something like other stuff, which is not platformer. The City of the Clouds, a thriving civilization built on the remnants of a fallen world. As a sky-faring trader, you explore the ruins below, navigate political intrigue, and discover the secrets of the world's downfall. Okay, so I've been watching a series on Netflix. It's a Turkish series, The Gift, and it's something like that, like kinda like that, but it's like the city above the clouds, but that's a city or a kind of temples below the ground, and the world is ending, and you gotta get to that place where all of that began. Otherwise, there will be no world. So it's something like that. Mm. Cultivate your own afterlife from the forgotten memories and regrets of the deceased. I think I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need a lot more. What? Uh, okay, we got some more. Reverse tower defense. You play as the encroaching end, strategically deploying waves of darkness and decay to consume a thriving kingdom. Player controls the defenders, desperately building fortresses and deploying heroes to hold back the inevitable. But tower defense kind of seemed like a good game for this kind of idea, because like you can say if you don't protect the tower, it is the end. As the theme is optional, so it will work with the jam, and tower defense are kind of fun, so I'm gonna keep this one too. I don't really understand what's the idea, but just for the a little thing that I can keep, so that I know that it's a tower defense kind of game. A walking simulator focused on exploring the ruins of a vast abandoned world. No enemies, no goals, just you and the remnants of a lost civilization. Nah. Memory maze. Now quantum collapse. A puzzle platform where the world constantly shifts and reshapes due to quantum. Nah, this will be a lot more difficult to do. Uh, I mean, not kinda, but I can just use some paths and then make them change shapes again and again. But again, it will be another platformer, and I don't want to make a platformer for this one. I'm gonna do something different that I have not done in the entire year, and that's maybe a in like more in-depth top-down shooter game or anything like that. I I was making a city builder type of game, like a tycoon game, but then I just you know like every other project, I just discontinued it. About rebirth, transformation, and finding new beginnings. Don't be afraid to explore these themes and create a game that is both challenging and thought-provoking. Are you excited for? Nope. Cooperative instead of lone wolf. Your game focus on building a community in a wasteland. Pair cooperators to scavenge. I mean, let's go over to ChatGPT to get some ideas, and I hope I haven't like okay. I have to log in. That's not good. I have to log in. Oh shoot. I'm gonna go with Google, and I'm just gonna yeah. I don't wanna show my yeah, whatever. Okay, let's go to ChatGPT. Okay, again I have to log in for what the hell? Why there are two login screens? I just did, bro. What the hell? Hmm. Okay, we got ChatGPT. Let's ask. I'm gonna give the same prompt I gave here. It's a good one. Okay, let's see what this guy gives us. Post-apocalyptic adventure, time traveling puzzle game, dystopian city builder. Why are there not like good ideas? Survival horror in a haunted world. Combine elements of survival horror with a world haunted by supernatural forces. The player must navigate through environments, solving mysteries, and battling otherworldly creatures to uncover the truth at the end. Okay. Player would need to build defenses, upgrade technologies, and code. Okay. That kinda looks good. It's like a tower defense, but for like with the planets, so we gotta protect the earth, because if that doesn't happen, the end of the world, it's the end of the world, right? The narrative driven exploration, good narrative game where the player explores the last days of a civilization through interactions with characters in the environment. The player feels very, I can create a like narrative story, like not narrative, but I mean a kind of a story driven game, but that will take a lot of time, and I just have not 3 days because I wanna finish before the new year. So I just got like 3 or 4 hours today, and then tomorrow, and then one more day. It's 31, right? There are 31 days, right? So yeah, 29, 30, and 31. I got 3 days. I mean, 5 hours today and then 2 days. Mostly, I can say 3 days, but yeah. Okay, let's get more. Spiritual journey through the afterlife. Exploring the concept of life after death, the player could control a character, navigating through different realms, solving puzzles, and overcoming challenges. If I make a platformer, I could make like a game where there are two worlds, and then after each level, the world changes to the other one with kind of a story aspect, but without like the actual narratives, something like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Endless runner without apocalyptic obstacles, nope. Ecosystem collapse simulation. Transforming game where player manage an ecosystem on the brink of collapse. They must balance factors like pollution, government, nah. Okay. Let's get some more. Cinematic noir mystery. Parallel dimensions, puzzle platform, mirror, explore environment that mirror their own but with subtle differences. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about just a minute ago. That two words, and then like yeah, how these are basically a story-based game where you are in a different level, in a different world in a first level, and then in the next level you are in a different world, and then you gotta put together the puzzles of both worlds to know the end. Like the world is ending, you have limited time, and you gotta get all the puzzles together to do something else. I can do this, but I can change the perspective of it to top down or something like that. Yeah. Okay, let's do some more. I'm gonna do some brainstorming. Like I have 20 minutes more. I'm gonna start making the game of whatever idea there is. I'm gonna start making the game at 10 p.m. It's 9:37 p.m. right now, so I've got 20 minutes, and I'm gonna have to get the idea in 20 minutes. And whatever idea I like the most from all of these, I'm gonna start building it. I'm gonna make a prototype and then see if that's a good idea or not. So that's my strategy for now. Wait a minute. Epic journey to save a dying star. Set the game in a distant future where the sun is dying and the player embarks on a spacefaring quest to find a solution. Along the journey, they encounter challenges, alien civilizations, and must gather resources to save their home planet. Resource collector game. I mean, that's kind of good. Like I kind of like the top-down exploring games where you have to find some things, and it has some puzzle elements too. So let's add this one as well. Oh, not bro. Let me do this. Okay. And then aging world simulator, development time progress rapidly and the world ages with each passing moment. The player must adapt to changing environments, evolving societies, and the general. Okay, this is like a simulator game. Okay. Quest artifact adventure. Nope, celestial battle arena. Imagine a game set in the cosmos where celestial beings engage in a battle for the fate of the universe. Players control powerful entities strategically using cosmic abilities to defeat opponents and prevent the ultimate cosmic catastrophe. Nah, I don't I don't like the words in this one. they are they are too much. I just the words are kind of very heavy for this one. Okay. Let me see if okay. The end. The end. Honestly, from all of these ideas, like. I really want to do this one, like a tower defense, but with like there is meteors coming towards you, and you gotta defend your Earth. But at the same time, it's kind of like feeling a little bit dim. Like it's not so fun. I don't know. I just wanna do this one, but at the same time, I don't wanna do this one. Yeah. Player has two creatures, one in a decaying world and the other in a vibrant dream realm. Their fates are intertwined, and solving puzzle requires cooperation and resource sharing. Exploring the interconnectedness of life and death. I can make a game about like kind of a limbo type of game, but of course I don't want to be a platformer. It's not gonna be a platformer, but maybe a top-down game where you have to open a gate in like limited amount of time, and for that gate to open you have two players. You gotta control both of these. You can switch between these players. They are in different worlds. Like you can switch between those two players. They are different worlds, and the things they do in that world affect the other world. Like I can do something like that, and they gotta reach to a gate where if like not reached in time, the world will end. Something like that. But again, it's kind of a big scope. Like I am not seeing how I would be able to do something like that. I have to do a lot of position savings, and then like a lot of savings. Like if anything is moved, I gotta, yeah, the connection between those two words is gonna be a little bit time taking, or maybe not possible because I'm just a noob making games. So who knows. Okay. I guess these two like kind of seems similar. Like it's kind of like where you have to destroy something, right? And it's kind of like where you have to defend a planet. Like when it was strategy based defenses, like you can play some like let's say You can place some machines like machine guns or something like that, or spaceships around your Earth, and then those spaceships will be used like for to kill other spaceships. Maybe like aliens are attacking you, and you gotta defend your planet from them by placing some stuff like to do some pew pew. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Everything's good, but our ideas are not coming. We got only 15 minutes, and then we gotta settle on some idea. So I'm gonna get some more. I want more. Okay, biological pandemic survival, fading memories puzzle game. Okay. Wait, that's kind of good. I can do this with lights, like maybe the world is fading and the like darkness is overlapping into your world, and you gotta figure out some puzzles, do some stuff, and you gotta do that before the whole darkness eats you, something like that. The world is ending, the world, like the darkness is eating your world, and you gotta do something to keep it. Yeah. Okay. Infinite library designing a certain information universe. The player armed with a unique ability to manipulate books and information. Nope. Nope. Why am I not getting any good ideas? I guess I gotta think by myself. So, what I'm gonna do, let's just open that. Let's open. Okay, I don't have Figma, of course, bro. I have nothing. I'm gonna open up Figma, and I'm gonna create a new FigJam file, and I'm gonna brainstorm the hell out of it in only 15 minutes, of course, because I got no time. Wait, let me drink some water. Okay, I guess it's a design file I've created. I don't know. I'm just gonna open it up. It's gotta be a FigJam file. Okay, it is. Let's go. So I'm gonna first of all create a timer because I don't have a whole day. So I just got 15 minutes. No music. I'm gonna just start the timer, and that's all I have to get this idea. So first, let me add the theme over here. So that's the theme, the end, and let's say I'm gonna do the Jonas Tyroler themed. I'm gonna use the Jonas Tyroler's idea getting scheme, whatever you say it. So you do like one thing, like you add a thing, and then you use like from this, like let's say what I want to do in the game, what I want to happen in the game. Let's say it's let's say the end. So the worlds are collapsing. Let's say I'm gonna get some possibilities, and then I'm gonna choose from those possibilities. So let's say words are collapsing, right? Okay, so the words are collapsing, and now from this possibility there are going to be 4 more. Words are collapsing, and now what you have to do is to let's say if it's gonna be a tower defense, let's say place some defenses, solve puzzles to fix it. This one gotta be here because it's another possibility of that. And then let's say words are collapsing, we gotta place defenses, we gotta solve the puzzles to fix it, or we gotta kill someone, right? And we gotta kill some boss to fix the collapsing. Right, and now from this I'm going to choose whatever I like from it. Let's say I wanna solve the puzzles to fix it, right? So I'm just gonna do this. And is it gonna be a platformer? I don't know. Like how I'm gonna, what kind of puzzles there will be? Ancient puzzles, let's say. In puzzles you gotta figure out like to move some stones to their correct place in order to do that, so ancient puzzles. Or there is going to be like modern mini games, let's say that you have to play some mini games. For example, in Assassin's Creed 1, I guess you have to get so not one, in Assassin's Creed Rogue you have to do some play a game to fix some viruses. And same in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you have to move or rotate something, like some elements to solve the puzzles. So basically something like that. And now the third thing is what kind of puzzles. It can be, I want more, bro. Solve puzzles, what kind of puzzles, bro? I don't know. Okay, so I can't think of anything. That means I'm gonna have to do with something another. So I'm gonna go back. Words are collapsing. That's not what I want. I'm gonna create some more possibilities. So let's say words are collapsing, and let's say darkness is rising. Then I'm gonna start with this one. So let's say how the darkness is rising. Why? Let's say why the darkness is rising. So the core, let's say the core of the planet is let's say corrupted. The core of the planet is corrupted. Another reason would be to that some evil powers took over. And then there can be, like, if the evil powers took over, like some evil power took over, and there can be like I don't know, they can be something. The core and the evils. Okay, I guess I've got another dead end. Let's go again, do something else. So I'm gonna copy paste this one. We're gonna start with another one. So now this time let's choose something from here. So what is happening? Developer Gamedev world is shrouded in darkness, and the only source of light is fading away. Players must solve puzzles and use a winding light source strategically to process through levels and discover the reason behind the fading light. Set the game in a fantasy world where magic is dying. Players control a mage on a quest to restore magic before it disappears entirely, facing magical creatures and solving arcane puzzles along the way. Nope. We got 8 minutes left until we gotta start developing a game or a prototype for any idea that I have over here. I'm still gonna go. First of all, I'm still gonna go with this one unless I find anything better. I mean, these both. I'm gonna mix both of them. So, yeah. But I'm gonna try to get a better one so that I can create something. Again, the theme is the end, and I am still looking for ideas. And I am kind of on a I'm hitting dead ends in my brain. These are like blockage. I cannot find a good idea. Okay. Nope. Let's get some more from Bard. I got a lot from ChatGPT, but Bard is better than GPT. I don't know why, but it is. Ambiguous apocalypse. Explore environment. Nope. This kind of feel like a good one, but again, I don't want to make a platformer, and I have to keep reminding myself that because I have already made a lot of platformers this year. So I'm gonna do something other than platformer. It can be anything, but not a platformer. That's it. And that's why I am suffering, because I can get a lot of good ideas for a platformer, but then again, I don't want to make it. Yeah, it's been a lot of platformers this year. Like I've done 5 or 4 jams this year, and almost in all of them I created a platformer, but with a different twist. Recently I made Rev Build, which was a platformer builder. So you have to build something. Let me show you. You have to build a platforms. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I'm not gonna download and play it, though I already have the builds, but I'm not gonna waste my time because I just got 5 minutes more or 6 minutes, whatever. Robot Rebellion. Robots have revolted against the characters. Set the game in a world where the planet's magnetic field is collapsing, causing chaos. Player must navigate magnetic anomalies. So magnetic base versus... I hate magnets now. There's so much words, bro. So much words. I gotta get a good game idea. Players are judged in the afterlife, deciding the fate of souls based on their actions in life. Choices have lasting consequences, shaping the afterlife and raising questions about justice, redemption, nature of good and evil. Yeah, whatever. Every decision the player makes alters the narrative and the world itself. Multiple endings offer diverging outcomes, allowing players to explore the diverse consequences of their actions and potentially even choose to avert the end altogether. Okay. I still haven't got the idea, and now I gotta choose the engine. I'm gonna go with Godot because I like it. I like working on Godot, so I'm gonna use that. But first, we gotta get an idea. So, what is the end of the world? like how can be an end. Maybe I don't have to think like the end as in like the actual end of the world. Maybe let's think about in some other way. For example, the end, like something is about to end and you gotta get it really soon. Like for example, the end, you gotta get to the end of the level somehow, like the and how can one make a great at least fun game around the theme, the end? Create unique and challenging puzzle obstacles. If your game involves puzzles, then make them diverse, because it's very difficult. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Mysterious words never solved. The catch: each puzzle completed accelerates the world's decay. Each puzzle completed accelerates the world's decay. The goal is to reach the final portal before the entire realm collapses. So basically, I can create something like a top-down game where you have to complete some puzzles to like open the final end level door, and then when you do all of them, like when you solve a piece of puzzle, the time gets like the decays actually get start faster rather than becoming slow. Yeah, I hate ideation, bro. With passion, I hate ideation. It's so boring. I can't get a good idea in minutes. I just hate ideation. We got only very less time. Very less time. Okay. Okay. The idea is final. I'm gonna go with something from these 5 ideas. So no more ChatGPT, no more Bard, no more fake jam. It's time to get started, or I mean, actually pick an idea from any of this. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm gonna create a new Godot project. Not that it's gonna take time, but well, let's create a new project. Last game jam. Last game 2023. Create a folder and create. I am gonna use 4.2.1 stable. Import and edit. Let's get into Godot. And until the project loads, let's actually pick up the idea that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna try these two. I mean, this is quite same, so I'm gonna try these two. First, I'm gonna go with the tower defense type of game, where there is a planet and you have to build something to actually get rid of upcoming or incoming enemies. Okay, let me okay, I gotta do this. What? This one's gotta be there. Import there. Node, then history. Finally, this is gonna be there. Let me save this. Editor layout. Save layout. My layout. let's say. So first of all, let's me just set up some project related stuff like these things. Expand. Okay, let's create a new 2D scene. Let me create some folders, scenes, scripts, and then the assets. So I'm kind of thinking like a game where you only see your planets. Like I'm gonna explain this idea right here in Godot. So let me first add a 2D polygon in polygon 2D, and let's say this is what I'm talking about. Let's say this is your world. This is where all of your objects will be placed. There's gonna be something like a rough thingy, right? This is your world's something like the main platform where you're gonna spawning objects, right? So this is the world, right? And then there's going to be, let me add a sprite. These are your units. Let's say you add something here, you add something here, you can add something here and here. They are not slots, but you can just place randomly any way you like. You can place like this, and then let's add another one, and this one is going to be red so that it indicates this enemy, let's say. So here's enemy ship, they are gonna come towards you, and the task of these turrets or like units is to destroy this, and once they hit this, there's gonna be a progress bar. Let me add. So like this is your health, right? This is the health of the your world or the whatever it is. So it's your health, and then this is gonna be, let's say, 5. So it's gonna 5 is gonna increase or decrease. Like if this hit this, the health is now a little less. So it's a very simple game, and once your health reaches 0, it is the end for you. It's the end of the world, whatever you say. It's just the idea I can get, but I'm gonna have to make it fun and polished, so that's why I always choose a very simple idea in a game jam, because of course I wanna polish the hell out of a game, right? So let's start with the build system, so where I can actually place some things. So let's go ahead in this. I'm gonna create a new database for the task management and stuff. So let's say task management, and first we gotta get ready a build system. I'm gonna set it to status, and it's going to be status. So input not started, and there's also going to be backlog. It's gonna be red, and so there's a status and then a type. Select, and type option is gonna be, let's say, programming. It's and user interface, and then sound or game design, and core, like core mechanic, and also enhancement. Okay, so these are all the types or options. I'm gonna say type, and then I'm gonna create a board Kanban, and the group by status, of course. Let me rename it, and this is gonna be like a status, and then another board, but this one is going to be type board, but type. I'm gonna be sort group by type. So I can see, yeah, I'm gonna rename it to bird status. Okay, so it's gonna be in backlog. I don't want to see these. And we gotta get ready the build system. So what's gonna be in the build system is very simple. First of all, we gotta have to can place buildings. We should be able to place buildings, and then there should be a cost of each building, so like a shop where you can buy new buildings, and that only opens once you have a, let's say, like you when you shoot enemies you get resources. Like when you kill an enemy, a certain type of enemy, it's gonna give you some resources. So you should be able to remove buildings, and you should also be able to move existing buildings. Okay, so that's it. That's the build system in a nutshell. So you should be able to build stuff, you should be able to remove stuff, and then you should be able to move stuff, right? So the building is very simple. It's really simple. So let's get started. So first I'm going to create a new scene. This is going to be the bird scene. Let's save it. And first of all, let me do that as well. So naming Pascal case, and I'm gonna create the building. So for the building, let's create a new node 2D. This is going to be build system, and let's attach a script. Okay, so what do I need for the building? Export, I'm gonna say build system. I'm gonna need export var. First of all, I need the buildings, like the units that I can place. Let's say placeable blocks or placeable units. It's going to be an array of packed scene, so that I can add any of the units I want to place, and then I'll be able to just use the index, and then stuff like that. I don't know. Then in the process, I'm gonna say if input.isAction just press, and I'm gonna say build. Of course, that is not any action right now, so let's do that first. So we need build, remove, right? We need 2 for now. The building is going to be left mouse button, and removing is also going to be left mouse button, but with control held. So basically these both have to be not like that, it's gonna be like this. Yeah, control plus left mouse button. So if you do that, you can delete objects now. We also need a can place variable. It's going to be a bool, and it's going to be false by default. So I'm gonna say if we press and if we can place, we are going to create, let's create a function first. So spawn object for now, and then I'm going to copy paste func. So in the spawn object and can place. So in spawn object we need the object to spawn, which is of course a packed scene, and then the spawn index, which is going to be integer. So I'm gonna say var object instance equals to the object to spawn dot instantiate, and I'm going to set its position. So object dot instance dot position equals to get global mouse position. So basically wherever is the mouse, it's gonna spawn it at that point, and then just simply add child object instance. Okay, so let's give these placeable units with the spawn index. Spawn object, we got placeable units. Spawn index, how do I actually, wait a minute. So spawn index is gonna be from the like actual buttons, like the user interface buttons. So I'm gonna get the index from that. So if I press the first button, I'm gonna set its index to 0, and then 1 2 3, and according to that index I'm gonna place, let's create a variable for that here. So currently it's gonna be 0, and I'm gonna pass in index like this. Okay, it needs that. I guess we don't need this right here. So placeable units and index. Now I'm gonna get this index from the buttons, but first let's create an, it's going to be, let's create an area 2D, because they're not going to be colliding like with actual physics. So area 2D would be fine, it should be, I don't know. Let's say unit base. First it's going to be a base class, units base, and I'm going to attach a script to it. And here I'm going to export some variables like the range. I guess we need the range, and then we gotta export the fire rate float, and we gotta, so these are the properties, and then we need the stat, I mean those are the stats of the like the actual player. And then we can say, I mean, yeah, we need health, that's all. We need health, and then we also need damage, like how much they can damage the other enemies. So that's the unit base. I'm gonna store them into a folder, enemies, save, like that. So I mean not enemies, bro, it's gonna be in units. Units being the, yeah. Okay, and then after these, let me arrange these a little bit. So we need health, range, I don't think we need range, we need just health, damage, fire rate. Range is going to be told by this area, I guess. Like if anything enters the range of this, it's gonna attack. Okay, so like this, these are the main things we need: health, damage, and fire rate. And then we can just inherit from this scene. We can create a new inherited scene. This is going to be, let's say, we gotta have 3 or 4 units. So first one will be shooting turret, so like single turret with just one bullet at a time, like a turret with just one what do you say, one hook, something like that, I don't know, one muzzle, I guess that's what it is called, but it's gonna be one muzzle. So single turret, I'm gonna give him a sprite 2D. This is it. I'm gonna give him another sprite 2D for the muzzle appearance, because this is actually what's going to be moved like this. Let me transform and okay, let's make it something like this. and I'm gonna make it like this. So now if I rotate it, it should rotate like this. Nice. So this is one muzzle turret. Let's save it there. Single turret. It's still not the enemies, bro. It's the units. It's not the enemy. Okay, it's just been 1 hour. That's nice. That's okay. Okay, so we got this thing ready. Let's give him a nice shape, collision shape, so that it can detect collisions, right? And for the health, it's gonna have 5 health. Then damage is going to be 2, and fire rate is going to be 1. So it's gonna shoot a bullet each second. In the unit base, I am going to create a function because every unit is going to shoot somewhat. So func shoot, it's gonna have the like var. I also need a timer. Shoot delay. So this is what actually going to be the shooting. Or maybe I don't need the timer. I'm just gonna say var let's say bullet instance is equal to I need a bullet. Export var bullet bullet scene. Back scene. The scene dot instantiate, and then bullet dot position equals to the position of, like, I can say position bullet spawn position. That is something. Vector 2 is gonna be bullet spawn position. Then I'm gonna add child get parent dot add child bullet instance. This is basically the code for the shooting of the bullet. Now I have to actually create a bullet, and I'm gonna also create a base bullet class so that it can have multiple type of sprites or like that, things like that. It's also going to be an area 2D bullet base sprite, and we need a collision shape. Okay, so bullet base, we got the collision shape, we got the sprite, and we are gonna attach a script to it. And right here I'm gonna export var speed, and then export var, yeah, that's all I need actually, just speed. And in the front process I wanna say position plus equals transform dot x times the speed times delta. So that's the bullet base. It's gonna go as in separate scene bullets. Yeah, so this is just for the moving. So like it's gonna move in the direction of the transform of its parent. So basically it's gonna follow the position of whatever this position is, and then move in that direction. But we actually don't want that. We want to yeah, I mean, I will set look at to some other thing. I mean, we basically have to move this thing towards where we want it to move. Okay, so let's do that. Why not? Single turret, it should have its own script, right? Scripts, units, single turret. In the process we're gonna say, I'm gonna add this. This is going to be the muzzle. I'm gonna export this because, yeah, export var muzzle It's going to be a not 2D. So there should be something. Okay, muzzle dot look at. For now I'm gonna move it to wherever the global position is, global mouse position. I'm gonna move it that way. Let's assign that. Okay, yeah, it should inherit. So unit space, so here it should have a class name units, right? And then this single turret should inherit from units. So now it will have all of the variables and stuff. So health is 5, 2 and 1. And then for the bullet scene, we're actually gonna give it the bullet scene after we create a new inherited scene. Let's say single bullet, right? It will have a speed of 20 for now. Let's give him a same sprite like this, single bullet. Let's give him a collision shape like this, and then bullet pace also gonna have a class name bullets, right? And then this single bullet should also have its own script. Do we need that? Maybe yes, maybe no, but I'm just gonna create it. Single bullet.gd, it's gonna extend from bullets. So now we have the speed. We can give it a different speed. We don't want to give any speed to the default bullet. So we got a speed of 20. And now in the single bullet script, I mean, it's already moving in this script, so I don't have to do anything. But okay, let's see. So I was gonna do a build system, but then I just got occupied in all of that in inheriting stuff. So we need a single turret first. So the 0 is single turret. The index is 0. So let's see. I should be able to place one thing. So the index is 0. I should be able to do that, no? Oh yeah, of course. I have to set this to true first. Okay, as you can see, I can do that, but it does not follow the mouse correctly. It doesn't follow the mouse. Should it be something like this? Maybe. Maybe I have to set the offset. Okay, something like that. Let's see if it follows me. Yep, now it does. Okay, so that's kind of working. I can place more, and they all are going to look towards me. I can place more. Now I should be able to remove all of them. And second thing we're gonna do is, we have this done. We can place buildings. Now we should be able to remove buildings. So how I'm gonna do that is, inside the build system, I'm gonna create a node 2D, which is going to be act as the group of all of the spawned units. So let's say spawned units, and I'm gonna get a reference of this one right here with, of course, export. So this is going to be the spawned units, and I'm gonna say func get spawned units, and it's going to be var spawned units. I mean, it's gonna return spawned units dot get children. So basically I can say this returns an array, right? This, does it return anything? Nope, it doesn't, so it should be void. Alright, so that returns the spawned units, so I can use this one as in a function called func remove obj. I can say for body in for unit in get spawned units. So in this array I'm gonna get one unit, and I'm gonna check if the position is equal to the unit. Like if its position is equal to the mouse position, then remove it. Yeah, so if unit dot position equals to get global mouse position, I'm gonna just first print yes, and I'm gonna do if input dot is action just press remove, right, remove object. Let's see if it works. I place it, I do that, it should print this. No, it doesn't print. Yes, because it gotta be perfect. I guess I gotta build something like a grid system, I don't know, or we can do something. No, we cannot do something. Okay, so if unit position equals to the global mouse position, print yes. So let me see if it's actually getting all of these spawned units. I'm gonna say print get spawned units. I'm gonna see it's empty, and it's still empty. Okay, very nice. Oh, of course, bro, I wanna do this. Now it will work, hopefully. Nope. I mean, it does print yes. Okay, it works. Here I saw some yes. Is the yes that I wanna look, bro. Okay, here you go. There's all the yeses, so that means it works. So let's say unit dot query. So can it work? It gotta be the perfect position, like otherwise it will not work. It has to be the perfect position. Like if I do this and this, then it works, otherwise it doesn't work. So the way it's working is because I don't have a grid system right now, so it needs a perfect position to do that. Which I am gonna have to build a grid system, like a grid. I already have the code for that for my grid system in ChatGPT. I have saved somewhere here. I hope so. It's there. I really hope it's there. No. Okay, it's not there. What? It should be there, bro. What? Okay, it's not. Nice. I guess I gotta get it from the GitHub. No. I have it here in my recent game ref build. So I'm gonna get the build system and get this little function snap to grid. This will actually snap to grid. So I'm gonna get it over here, snap to grid. We need a grid size